Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Galil at the gun. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. We know the truth now. Marsha B, what up? Roll the corn. Santi, Atlanta, what up? Florida, roll the corn. California, corn. Indigenous Naga, roll the corn. Tamari, Atlantean Highlander. Cammy, Divine Rising, roll the corn. Melbourne, Florida. Marshall, y'all follow Marshall Becky, roll the corn. Memphis, 10, Carmike, what up? Illinois, Ancient Americans. Douglasville, Georgia. Danville, Virginia. Tyreek, what up? Daryl Harden, follow Daryl Harden, roll the corn. Cammy, Jersey in the building. I love you and I'm in love with you. Detroit, Soul Food. Tony Kondo, roll the corn. Wilmington, North Carolina. Devani. Tony, what up, bro? I ain't been on in a couple of days, y'all, but y'all knew I was coming back today. 205 Bama, what up? Shout out to Alabama. Cool space. Hit the like button, hit the share button, roll the corn in the chat. We know the truth now. Casey Macon in the building. Y'all follow Casey Macon. Follow Keisha the Hood Princess. Amber, roll the corn. Love you, I'm in love with you. I bow my head to my people, man. We motherfucking got. Roll the corn. Now, in the background, right? We got a Cretan playing a harp, melanated, right? This how these people look. This who they talking about. This who they talking about, these great people, these dark brown melanated people who built all these temples, who came up with all these, the ideology of the Hebrew. I just want to show y'all real depictions of these people because they like to show these YT people after they scrub the paint off the walls of the artifacts. You got to get a picture before they scrub the paint and put the YT man up there or the damn Mongolian or look, stop scrubbing the paint off the artifacts and show the real artifacts. Now, I ain't been online in a couple of days. I've been tagged in a whole lot of bullshit. Look, man, don't put me in none of that shit. Roll the corn. I'm here for one thing and one thing only, is to teach the real history of my people. I ain't got time to argue with you. I ain't got time to play with you on your little TikTok live. I ain't got time for that. We got to learn our history the way it is supposed to go. And at this point, we ain't got time to play with y'all. So I don't want to be on your panel. I don't want to talk about nothing. That shit is beneath me at this point. Roll the corn. You can bust all the jokes you want to. You can say everything you want to say. But my receipts are showing my people what was going on in America thousands of years before this new model age teaching that people are teaching out here on the internet, right? This stuff is, ancient knowledge, right? So this how the people look. Melanated, tall, right? Dark brown skinned people. Ancient people. Not no new shit. Ancient. 2000 BC or better. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Now, I'm just going to go over some stuff I've been studying, right? There's some stuff I've been studying. Roll the corn. Let's go here. The origin. Been born individuals with a very dark shade of skin. These black-skinned Yuchi Indians, black-skinned Yuchi Indians. Several black Yuchi are said to be living today. Roll the corn. Yuchi, black people, melanated people. In Georgia, in Tennessee, same bloodline as the Creek Indian. You can't beat these receipts. Yuchi, the Sun people. Dark shade of skin, black skin, Yuchi. Screenshot that. Roll the corn. They ain't say nothing about no Native American. They ain't say nothing about no pink-ass Native American. They ain't say nothing about no pink-ass, whitey-ass Indians. They ain't saying none of that. They are saying Yuchi Indians are melanated people. Ain't no copper color on this one. They got black skin Yuchi. Melanated people. They got the picture of these Yuchi Indians all in the Atlanta airport. All over Atlanta, Yuchi Indian pictures, melanated people. Roll the corn. And they got an ancient history around the world, and I'm gonna teach you that, right? Let's keep going. Now, let's go here. Let's go here. This is in the Mediterranean Sea. Columns. See the columns? Corinthian columns. Corinthian columns in the Mediterranean Sea. Now, I'm going to show y'all who the Corinthian column building people are today on this live. With no fake ass receipts, I'm going to show you the real receipts of who the Corinthian column making people are. You see this column? Now look at this. Look at the swirl right there, right here. See that swirl right there? See them swirls on the Corinthian columns with the leaves coming up at the bottom? This is in the Mediterranean Sea. Let's go to Mississippi. Let's go to Mississippi. Whoa! See them curls? See that? See them curls? Right there on the Mississippi River, Windsor Ruins. Ancient columns. Let's go back to the Mediterranean Sea. See them curls up there for the girls? Curls for the girls. You see it? This Hebrew columns. These are Corinthian columns. Corinthian columns. The base word for Corinthian is corn. Stop playing. Why are these on the Mississippi River? In the woods. I've been to them. I've been there. I've been here. I got videos of this. Column, 50 feet tall, right on the Mississippi River. Knocked down, burnt up. Talking about it was an old mansion that burnt up. No, not with no Hebrew columns, white boy, with your fake ass history. Our people put them columns over there in the Mediterranean Sea. They go to curls in the Mississippi River. Let's go back to the Mediterranean. They go to curls. Same damn columns. Same shit. Ain't nothing different. Right on the Mississippi River. And they said it was a mansion that burnt down from a cigarette. You lying hunter-gatherers. No, we ain't believing that shit. Our ancient culture Put this right there on the Mississippi River, just like they put in the Mediterranean Sea. Windsor Ruins, Mississippi, look it up. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. We're going to get deep today. Now, why are all these towns in Georgia, got all these Greek names? We got Athens, we got Rome, Athens and Rome, Georgia. Where all this shit come from? Come on now, something ain't right. Alexandria and I roll the coin. See, these words are not Greek words. Athens, now this is in Athens, Georgia. Hold on, let me find a better picture. Let me find a better pic. Athens, Georgia, right? Here we go right here. See that big ass hole right there? Look. Dude, what in the hell down there? What is down there, hunter-gatherers? In Athens, Georgia? Let me explain. They say the Yuchi Indian had ties in Crete, Greece, where they built palaces in Greece. The Yuchi Indians came back home, still building stuff in America, back to their ancestral land, right? So under Athens, Georgia, you can go right down here. Then you hit something look like this. Then you hit something look like this in Athens, Georgia. You go down the tunnel, you hit the big tunnel. What the hell? Right under Athens? Crazy. Look, let's keep going. Roll the coin. This is why it's called Athens. I'm finna show you. We know the truth now. What the hell? Now they say under Athens, Georgia, there are tombs just like this. With the owl, the all-seeing owl for wisdom. Pillars. Right? Look at the roof. Y'all already know what that is. I'm finna show you. Let's keep going. Let's zoom in. What's that right there? What's that right there? What Hebrew term is that right there? That's bed. That's bed. House. House. House of the holy people. House of the Kodesh. See, when you see this on buildings and underground, that's bed. That's Hebrew. Look at it on the roof. That ain't Versace. That ain't Versace. Yeah, Versace got it right now. But that's bed. Under Athens, Georgia. That's big. Yeah, melanated people built this. That's why it's called Athens, because it got ancient Greek letters and ancient Hebrew, all under downtown Athens, wrote in tombs under Athens, Georgia. Let's keep going. Now, in Athens, Georgia, you find this. Hold on. Let me go to the other one. Right here. Some type of migration of people coming back to their ancestral land with the damn ox or lift to plow the field. Roll the coin. Why are these ancient people found in Georgia coming back with oxes? Because we know the ox is the first letter of the alphabet, which is Aleph, which is turned into A, right? Why is this found in Athens, Georgia? Then the Crete Indians got the same bloodline as the Cretan, as the Mycenaean in Greece. Roll the coin. They told their story right there in Athens and y'all buried it. Let's keep going. That's crazy right there. Let's keep going. Let's keep looking in Athens. Now, this dude right here, Dr. Monroe, right? He found it. He knew it was there. Imminent discoveries. Athens, Georgia. See, we got receipts over here. See, we got big boy receipts. We don't come with that little boy receipt shit. We come with the white man who said that ancient Hebrews was in Athens, Georgia, got whole damn tombs under town. Roll the coin. Look. Screenshot that. Monroe leaving his home, headed somewhere, right? Set his damn house on fire. Monroe, talking about the long-buried city of Athens, Georgia. They kicked his ass out of Athens and burnt this damn house up. Why? Because they don't want you to know the truth. He was going around town telling people, man, it's a Hebrew city up under downtown. Them hunter-gatherers ran his ass out of Athens and burnt his damn house down. Because you don't supposed to be talking about that, hunt. You don't supposed to be telling these people about that, boy. What's wrong with you? Get your ass out of Athens. Roll the coin. His disappearance, week prior, has sparked surrounding his death, has only deepened the mystery. The man disappeared, house burned down, out of there. You think this shit a joke? You think these people ain't going to the farthest extent not to show you who owned the land? They kill their own people for telling the truth. Roll the coin. This shit serious. See, motherfuckers playing. This shit serious, bro. These people know if you connect yourself back to an ancient culture of melanated people who are your ancestors, automatically they got to get the fuck off the land. So therefore, anybody telling that shit is getting out of there. Even me. I'm telling you what I know. These people not playing, bro. They living good on our land. They don't want nobody to disturb that. Roll the coin. His name is Dr. Elliot Monroe. Elias Monroe. Roll the coin. Monroe's death for accidental drowning. Accidental drowning? Then they burnt the man's house up with all of the pictures and writings about the underground city of Athens, Georgia. Burnt all that shit up. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Yeah, house on fire. House on fire. Set the man's house on fire. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. This ain't no joke. This real history. This stuff really happened. Now, let's go look at some of these buildings in Rome and Athens, Georgia. We built that shit. We built it all on the University of Georgia. University of Georgia, ancient buildings. We built it. They put a college right on there. Rome and Athens. Now you start to understand why they call this stuff Greek or Creek. The G is not before the C. Creek first. Yeah, you starting to understand it now. Yeah, we starting to understand it now. Let's keep going. The C before the G all over the world. They can stop there. Look. University of Georgia. That's our shit. Roll the coin right there. You see that with the columns? That's us. University of Georgia got an ancient falcon on the ground. Ancient falcon aligned with the solstice on the ground on University of Georgia's campus. It's called Rock Eagle. Roll the coin. Damn, my laptop dead. Roll the coin. Hold on. It's called Rock Eagle. I ain't got to show you. Y'all already know I'm leading you the right way. That's us. They put colleges and all other things on top of the places. Let's keep going. Now let's go here. Noah had multiple grandsons. Canaan, son of Ham, son of Shem. Canaan is known for being the target of Noah's curse. Figure in the lineage of Eber, which is Hebrew. The lineage of Eber, which is Hebrew. Canaan, Mizraim. One of the Ham's other sons who traditionally associated with the founding of Egypt. Noah, son, Mizraim. All these words come from a bloodline of people. Let's go link them to something. Watch this. Now, here go Noah. Here go the bloodlines, right? Noah, bloodlines. Tyrus. Nimrod, Canaan, Cush. All of these bloodlines come from somewhere. Tyrus. What does Tyrus mean in Hebrew? What does Tyrus mean in Hebrew? Somebody please tell me. Roll the coin. What does Tyrus mean in Hebrew? Somebody give it to me. Go look it up. Because I want y'all to learn this. What Tyrus mean in Hebrew? Go Google it and come back and put it in the chat. Anybody got it? Tyrus? Rock or cliff? Black? Nah. Anybody got it yet? Let's keep going. Tyrus, Hebrew, huh? Tyrus is Noah's grandson, right? Son of Japheth, one of Noah's 3 sons, right? Tyrus. Tyrus means corn in modern Hebrew. Oh my goodness. Tyrus means corn. Why is one of Noah's grandsons named Tyrus? Interesting. That's kind of crazy, right? Tyrus means corn. Tyrus. We got Canaan, Mizraim, Cush. Where you think the words came from? That shit just went over there. Don't think that shit just was over there in Egypt and the Middle East. Don't you never think that. A bloodline brought them names over there. Cush, Canaan, Nimrod, Tyrus, all that shit come from the bloodline of people coming from here. And one of the kids named Tyrus, which is corn. It's right there in your face. Let's keep going. Now, Tyrus is linked with ancient Mediterranean people. Ancient Mediterranean people? Crete, Italy, Morocco, Spain. Before all that other shit went on, we had already went through there with the bloodline of a young man named after corn. Historical lineage moving through the Mediterranean. Where the fuck they come from? Here. Let's keep going. Corn, don't get that confused. Hebrew, book of Genesis, right? The Tyridians, a naval confederacy which terrorized Egypt and the other Mediterranean nations around. Did what they say, the sea people. Did what they say now. Sea people. Let's keep going. I'm going to get back to that. Y'all don't forget that. Now, this just a random receipt. But what the hell is doing in the Vatican? What's that doing in the Vatican? The real cornerstone of the Vatican walls. Why is that in the Vatican? The Vatican is in the Mediterranean Sea. It ain't in Egypt. Why is that there? That's the original structure, people. All these white folks painted, all this Greek and Roman shit is painted on after this. This is how it was built originally. These are in the four corners of the roof of the Vatican, right there. We built that shit. That is the headdress of an ancient melanated culture. That's what that is right there in the Vatican. This is the original statues in the Vatican. All this other shit added after. It was already gold leafed, everything. That's fire right there. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Whoa, what the hell? Mary Williams, the matriarch of the mother of the Yamasee of the Creek Nation. Damn, Mary. Mary melanated. Shit. Roll the coin, Mary. Mary all in Egypt. She know where the bloodline went to and came from. Yamasee, Creek Nation. Come on now. This ain't no damn pink Indian right here. It's not a pink Indian. We don't. Who are them other people y'all showing us, bro? Who are them fake ass Indians y'all keep showing us? When I go research, I find these people. Screenshot it. Now, let's keep going. I told y'all about the Micmac Indians. Didn't I tell y'all the Micmac Indians was writing hieroglyphics? Did I teach y'all that? Where my receipt at? Where's my old receipt? Roll the coin. Didn't I teach y'all the Micmac Indians was writing hieroglyphics in Hebrew? Micmac, Nephite languages, mound builder languages, Nephite, Micmac, same shit. Let's keep going. Look at that before I change it. Micmac Indians writing the same language as the Nephite, the old melanated giant who are their ancestors. Let's keep going. Let's look at the other one with the hieroglyphics. Here go the other one. Micmac Indians, same ancient Egyptian meaning, same damn glyphs. You see it? Now, since I'm a bad motherfucker, I'm gonna show y'all how they look. I'm gonna show you how the Micmac Indians look. I'm a bad motherfucker. Roll the card. Where? Micmac? What the hell? Micmac? Two Micmac Indians? What the? Since I'm a bad motherfucker, I'm gonna show you the melanated Micmac Indian who wrote hieroglyphics in Nephite languages. Micmac. Algonquin tribes are the northern Micmac? Oh, okay. Yeah. I got the north and the south sold up. I got the north and the south sold up. Don't play with me. Micmac Indian were melanated people. Writing hieroglyphics in Nephite, ancient Nephite languages of the giants buried in the mounds. Those are their ancestors. Why they still write Nephite? Nephilim. These ain't no motherfucking aliens. These your ancestors. Don't let these niggas tell y'all them no aliens. The Nephite is the fallen angel who fell out the sky all stupid and goofy. No, bro. Wasn't nothing stupid and goofy and fell out the sky by these people. Roll the coin. When they speak of the giant mixing with other people, he is mixing with the hunter-gatherer. That's the truth. He not falling down having babies with human women. It's melanated giants having babies with hunter-gatherers. That's what really happened. Ain't no fallen angels. These your people. Micmac. This the people the Vikings. This is the people the Vikings ran across when Leif Erikson pulled up. Leif Erikson pulled up. They got hit with 1,000 arrows. Ran their ass right back across the water. This is what they ran across. Micmacs. Leif Erikson, the so-called Viking, came 500 years before Columbus. They got off the boat and got hit with 1,000 arrows. One was like, oh shit, get back on the boat. Get back on the goddamn boat. Got the shield up like this. Get back on the boat. Oh shit. Get your ass back on the boat. We fought these hunter-gatherers off the land for hundreds of years. And we already had the languages. Roll the corn, bro. They knew who we was. The only reason they was able to come back because they had the gun at the time and the cannon in the 1500s. Before that, the arrows were lighting their ass on fire. They couldn't even come on mainland. Soon as the ship hit, we lit them up. They hauled ass every time. When I go through the old books, when they pull up 1000 AD all the way up to 14 without no guns, they got their ass slaughtered. And I got the receipts. Let's keep going. Micmac Indians. There you go right there. Don't think I'm making this shit up. Melanated. Now, what's interesting about this is the Micmac Indians did have a red flag. Did they steal it? Was that stolen for Islam? Or some type of Moroccan? I don't know. I ain't gonna get deep in that. Was that stolen from Morocco? See, that's why y'all Morocco niggas be fucked up. Y'all don't know where that shit come from. Y'all just made it come from Morocco. It came over. Nah, big dog. Nah. Take that Moorish dumbass shit on. These flag was already here. But they weren't no goddamn Moors. Y'all turned it into that. Over time. Who had that first? Interesting. We'll get into that another day. Let's keep going. Roll the court. Now, let's go here. Wabanaki. Wabanaki, North America, the Abenaki, Micmac. Wabanaki. Abenaki. Y'all know what I'm about to do, though. Y'all already hear the bullshit. Y'all already hear the bullshit. Abenaki, Micmacs, Wabanaki, Micmac, Anunnaki. Man, I told y'all it was our people over there, bro. Them hunter-gatherers ain't built a mound in their life. This is where they get this shit from. Abenaki. Roll the corn, man. Ancient times, this is where these names come from. Wabanaki. Oh, my God. Let's keep going. I'm going to do a whole nother live about that because I got to break that down. Let's go look at the Phoenician. The real Phoenician. Phoenician. 1100 BC. Melanated. Look at my boy with the fresh cut. Let me get out the way. So you don't think I'm making this shit up. These the same people on the boat coming from over here to over there. Looking like my cousin Daryl and shit. Roll Roll the coin. Now, we know the Phoenicians got links to America. We all know the Phoenicians got links to America. We all know I done busted down 4 or 5 times. Let's keep going. Photoshopped. Boy, this is a real artifact from Spain, hunter-gatherer. Ain't nothing photoshopped about this. Ain't nothing photoshopped. This is a real artifact. You hunter-gatherer. I will block you, but I want you to see more artifacts. Now, American Indian tradition of purple dye is the same as the Phoenicians. An American Indian tradition of purple dye is the same as the Phoenician. Who else got purple dye? Who got purple dye over there? Put in the chat. Who wears purple dye in the Mediterranean, Egypt, and Europe? Who do it? What's the name of the people? Come on now. We got to learn. Who wore purple dye? What's the name of the people? Not the wrong, yeah, you know, all that's in there, but what's the name of the people? Come on now. Give me the right thing. Not the Creek. Give me the broad name. Give me the broad name. The Hebrews. There you go. There you go, the gentleman. The Hebrews wore purple dye from shells. That's where purple royalty come from. That's why royalty wears purple. That's why the Crown Royal bag with the liquor is purple and gold. The Phoenician, purple and gold Crown Royal. We created purple clothing for royalty, the American Indian. Then it goes into the Phoenicians. These ain't nothing but Americans. We got the purple from the Murex shell of Tamari. And we took that over there to the Middle East. That's why it's so rare over there. You'll get your ass killed for some purple dye in the Middle East because ain't that much of it. Because it don't come from there. Now, why is American Indian, Phoenicians, and Hebrews all using the purple dye? Because it comes from American Indians from the start. The American Indian tradition became Hebrew. You see where I've been going with this for years? It became that. Now you got all these hunter-gatherers wearing purple dye on their clothes, trying to be the king. Roll the coin. That's what really happened. Now, they talk about these old buildings in Florida is our shit too. The Royal Punchine Hotel, West Palm Beach. Phoenician. The Phoenician. That shit all our shit. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Whoa. 1500 painting of American Indian with a lion. Over there in Germany. Look at the palm trees in the back. Look at the umbrella like on the other picture. We walk around with lions around this motherfucker. Roll the coin. Walk around with lions. Y'all talking about Africans got lions. We walk around with lions, bro. These ain't no goddamn pink Indians. Y'all better look at that shit. Walk around with whole damn Simba. Simba, get your ass over there and sit down. Slap Simba upside there. You think we went over here with these? Roll the coin. You really think we went over here with these lions all our way trying to teach Africa done this shit? American Indians. They don't look like the ones, unlike Donald Trump now. They don't look like the Indians I know of. Them damn casino Indians is not them. Where they at? Where the Indians at? our damn ancestors. Walking around with lions all in Florida and shit. You can't make this shit up. American Indians with a lion. Let's keep going. Whoa, what the fuck? 16th century paint of American Indian with an elephant. The Phoenician Islands. Miami. Man, I'm sick of these people, man. Elephants used to build the Phoenician Islands. Tarpon Springs, Florida. I'm going to take you there. I'm going to take you to Tarpon Springs, Florida, so we can go investigate. Notice the Ben stone in the center of the springs. Notice the Ben stone. See, you got to know what the Ben stone is to even play with me. Hold on, let me show y'all something else. Red and white American Indian. Let's go to the Phoenician boat, because I don't come to play today. Red and white Phoenician, the Phoenician boat, red and white, big ass sail on it. Oh, them our colors, huh? Red, white, and blue. Okay, I got you, Hunter Gallery. Yeah. Oh, them our colors. Oh, they're trying to act like that purple and red ain't our. Oh, okay. We got the shit all on our ships. Y'all rebuilding our ships with the same red and white the damn Indian wore. On the deck. Oh, man. Whole time, them was Indians, bro. Whole time, I got all these dumbass names. Phoenicians, Cretans, Israelites. The whole time, them damn people from over here. You hunter-gatherers. I got y'all ass now, though. Roll the corn. Red and white fellas. Let's go look at the ship. Red and white. This the same remodeled ship they found the old ship. Same everything. They just remodeled it. Same stuff they found. Red and white sail. Them our people, bro. Let's keep going. Let's go back to the elephant. The Ben. Ben stone. In Florida, Tarpon Spring. Let's go look over there. Let's go look. Ben stone. Roll the corn. The Ben. Hold on. The Ben stone, because something ain't right. Let's go find the Ben. Ben stone. Strongly associated with the sunrise. Sacred stone in the temple of Ra, the sun god. The rays of the sun were believed to fall every morning on the Ben. Let's keep going. Pyramidal shape of the Ben stone served as a prototype for later obelisks and capstones. The Ben was first, because the Ben was a mound, people. The Ben was first because it was a mound. Then it was a small stone. Then you get obelisks and capstones, right? The Ben. Let's go back. Now, the Ben. Hold on. Let me get to the right receipt. The Ben. Tarpon Springs. Now let's go look in Tarpon Springs. Let's go down there and look. See what we can find. Now, in Greek Orthodox tradition, the priest throws a golden or wooden cross into the water as a part of Epiphany celebration. A brave young man dives in to retrieve it. The ceremony commemorates the baptism of Jesus. Let's go back. Roll the corn. Let's go see where they got this shit from. Because they ain't made up nothing. Let's go see. The Greeks. Young men diving in the pool. Contest to see the first young man. Historic Venetian pool. Right? They diving in the pool. Pulling stuff out, the young man. You see it? Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. You see it? Put some coin in the chat if you see it. Put some coin in the chat if you see the young men diving in the water for bravery or getting something out the bottom of the water. You see it? Y'all read it? Okay. Now let's go look and see what's going on. Now the Greek Orthodox are doing it too, right? What the hell? Tarpon Spring, they dive and they hunter-gatherer ass in the water trying to get the cross. Oh my God. You hunter-gatherer stole everything. We can't even dive in the water to show bravery no more. Now y'all diving in there for crosses. I got it, priest. Roll the coat in the same spot. These people know our history, bro. They in the same spot doing what the ancient Greek were doing. But they turned it into church. The annual cross dive every year in the springs, in the Tarpon Springs. The same damn spot. Tarpon Springs, Florida. Same spot. Threw a golden cross. Right? And he go to Ben. Threw a golden cross. Right? And he go to Ben, right? It means mound. It means mound. You see it? Ben, mound in Egypt. Then you got them people diving in. Let's keep going. Crazy, bro. They out there like this, bro. Look y'all. Look y'all. Look y'all. That's wild. Let's keep going. Now, let's keep looking around this area. Tarpon Springs, what is that? Tarpon Springs, what the hell y'all got? What is this on the... Tarpon Springs, y'all still putting Hebrew on everything. Bike racks got Hebrew on it. Bro, these people know what these spots used to be, bro. Look at the bike rack. Hebrew. Let's keep going. Sad. Now, there go your Ben stone right there. There go your Ben stone with these fake ass, hero hunter-gatherer ass army people. And then they put this underwater, people. This is underwater now, right? There go your Ben. These Ben stones are found in the top of mounds, in the middle of mounds. The Mayans had it. The Egyptians done it. The Mississippian done it. All our cultures done it. It just got newer over time. But these people tear this shit up, leave the Ben, and put these fake-ass memorials around it and act like trying to hide your shit with war veterans. Right? Look, all this shit underwater right now. People pay money to swim down and look at this underwater. This is before they put it underwater right here. This is before they put it underwater. Now it's underwater. You swim down and look at it. Pay your scuba gear price and swim your ass down there where the Ben in it, where the mound used to be, right there on the water. Now it's underwater. Right? Research that. They go to Ben again, right? Ben, connected to the verb weeping, rise or shine. Rise or shine, Ben, because the sun shines on the Ben every morning. So that's where they get rise and shine from. That's where you get rise and shine from. The sun hitting the weeping or the Ben mound. Rise and shine when the sun hits that mound or Ben. That's why they call the morning rise and shine. That's fire. Now you had the Bennu bird, which became the inspiration for the phoenix, the symbol of the sun or rebirth. That's why they start calling them Phoenicians, because they had Ben stones. Fire. This shit is deep now. Let's keep going. Now, Osiris is a corn deity from Mexico. Osiris is a corn deity from Mexico. That's why they found this in the temples in Mexico. Osiris and Isis, corn mummies. Corn mummies. Fire. Let's go back and look. This is where they found it at. Right? Let me find it. 2 statues of Egyptians. Gonzalez, Otis in Mexico. Screenshot there. It's in there somewhere. Mayan ruins. Mexico amongst the Mayan ruins. Thought to be Osiris and Isis. Made with corn mummy. The resurrection of corn is Osiris. Osiris resurrects in the spring when you sow the seed for corn. The corn start growing out of Osiris. Therefore, he's just a corn god, just like the old mix had. This is the same teaching that was taken to the Nile. That's why it's Osiris over there today. Let's keep going. Now, you will learn that Florida is covered in mound pyramids, hidden pyramids in Florida, right? Roll the corn. There are mounds up and down the Mississippi River, which they call the Nile in these old books, east of the Mississippi River. Let's keep going. Now, Crystal Lake site in Florida is said to be Atlantis, some form of Atlantis, right? Which caused part of Atlantis to implode. Crystal River site, Atlantis, in Florida. This is in the old books. They found quartz crystals all over this area with mounds. The mounds are still there at Crystal River site. They're still there today. Now, this is in the book too. Y'all saw this before. But you see the pyramids in the Mississippi, Alabama area, which they're talking about Moundville, Winterville, stuff like that. Poverty Point. Those are the first pyramids of earthen materials. Then you got the shell heap mounds in Florida, right? Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Y'all saw that one before. Let's keep going. Now, here's an old depiction of the Hopi Indians. Hopi Indians are from the southwest of North America. Look at that Indian right there. Look at that. Hopi Indians now, descendants from the ancestral Pabloan cliff dwellers. What kind of people are they, people? See, I'm going to show you the real artifacts, the ones they hide. What kind of people are the Hopi? Speaking the same language as the people in the Mediterranean Sea. Roll the corn. These are the artifacts we no longer see. Look at the representation of these different color mounds in the background. Fire. Fire, people. Fire. Let's keep going. I wish I knew what this stuff was, y'all. I wish I knew where it was. History of the Hopi Indians, right? Now watch this. Lake Jackson Mounds is in Florida. Interesting since it shows the Mississippian mound builders, the Naga Maya. Whoa. Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all where that Naga Maya, all that shit come from? Right there on the Mississippi River. Did I tell you that? The Mississippi River are the Naga and the Maya and the Olmec ancestors. Didn't I tell y'all that? I don't come to play. People think just making shit up trying to be. No, bro, this is what my research led me to believe. I don't freestyle. I don't do no freestyling. I'm not a little flip. I am not a screwed up click. Shout out to Texas, Houston. I don't freestyle. I'm writing all my lyrics. I freestyle it. I might fuck it up. I got to write the lyrics. I'm not a little flip. Shout out to Little Flip. But I can't freestyle our history, bro. This is real history. Somebody got to tell it the way it come out from the ancestors, not the way you think it come out your head. You got to tell it from the dates, the artifacts, what's going on. You got to know what the meaning of this stuff is. You got to try to teach it to the best of your ability because you owe your ancestors that much, right? You don't owe your pockets for lying to your people. You owe your ancestry for getting you here healthy to be able to even talk about this, right? You owe them. We owe each other knowledge. We don't owe just trying to make money to ourselves and make up history on top of our head. That's not what it's for. You make that personal. Therefore, it don't go. Nothing personal is about this. This is a culture of a people who are our ancestors. So ain't nothing personal. You can't gatekeep the knowledge because it's for all of us, right? And if you don't know what you're talking about, shut the fuck up. If somebody taught you at the wrong time in the wrong place in the wrong era in history and you taught that, you go back and correct that as a man. If you don't go back and correct that shit on you. Now when bad shit start happening to you because you lying, don't blame it on nobody but yourself. Roll the corn. Now, why are the Naga and the Maya hooked to the Mississippian mound building? Right? Trade with copper plates. Seashell were found at the site. Copper came from Ohio. Mound builder civilization according to the books. Right? These people knew each other. Mound builders were the same American Tamukans, Abyssinians, and Cushites that are listed. See what I'm saying? Same damn bloodline, like I told y'all. Cushites, Abyssinians, Tamuka Indians, goddamn Mississippians, Naga. Ain't nothing but one great people doing this beautiful stuff. Ain't nothing but one great bloodline building these massive palaces, massive pyramids and mounds and underground tunnels. Ain't nobody but one beautiful bloodline of melanated people built all of it. It's just different migrations at different times. And all of them are brown-skinned people looking just like us. They're not super black. They're not super white. They are brown-skinned, melanated people. They come from here. We've always been here. With the knowledge through all this bullshit, we always been here. This stuff don't start in Egypt. It was bought there, right? Let's go here. Now, I've been researching this. This is in Florida, right? It's in Florida. Look at that damn pyramid right there. This is in Balin Oaks. I think it's called I got to get y'all the real name, but this is in Florida. I found this in an old book about talking about it, and I researched it and found the structure. It's still there. That's crazy. That's a pyramid. That is a step pyramid, people, in Florida. Somewhere around the Tampa Bay area. Baling Oaks, look it up. Baling Oaks, Florida, somewhere around Tampa Bay. That's a pyramid, people. Right there, sitting right in the middle of a neighborhood. That's fire. That's fire. We know the truth now. Now, a couple more things I want to show y'all. So when we talk about stuff like this, right? See, we got to understand what this stuff means. Like this right here. Okay. King Aram ruled Tyre. Tyre is the city of the Phoenician, right? Traveled the seas to bring back ivory, gold, baboons, and apes. All this coming from America, right? Now, its wealth was due to the skill of its people as shipbuilders and traders. The rod in the ring for building, knowledge about building. Then they put this in front of storehouses of corn. Right? Now watch this. Watch this now. Cypress, cedar, oak, ebony, ivory, embroidering, linen, purple, and scarlet cloth. When you see that purple and scarlet cloth in ancient times, that's a Hebrew. No matter how the artifacts look, it don't matter, right? Because this is a Phoenician, though. This is Phoenician teachings. Cinnamon is a Phoenician word. See that? Cinnamon is a Phoenician word. Roll the coin. Cinnamon, Phoenician word. Like, and the secret process of dyeing cloth purple. That's where they got that at over there, right? That's an American Indian thing. Because Murex shells is what we got that from, right? Now I'm going to go over a couple more things I had on my old one. And I want to show y'all the Pantheon in Nashville, Tennessee. Got the same amount of columns as the one Hebrews built city using stone. This is in Nashville, Tennessee, right? 46 columns on the outside. 46 columns on the outside. Let's go here. Let's go to Athens, right? See if I found a receipt. Now in Nashville and in Rome, in Athens, over there overseas, 46 columns on both of them, right? And then you go look at this right here. See that? See the Sphinx out there at the other one at Alexandria with the same column built like in Mississippi? So the Sphinx and the columns, all this stuff go together, people. They try to separate it, right? All this is our ancient knowledge. The Sphinx and the column. They try to act like these columns are Greek and this is Egyptian, but y'all got both of them from us. No. So I want y'all to study these columns, right? The ones in Nashville and the ones in with the 46 in Greece. So y'all hop in the chat if y'all got any questions. I'm trying to find a receipt about the 46. Hop in the chat if you got any questions. Hop in the chat. But it's built the same way. It's built the same way. It's just some gold artifacts I had on my last receipt. See what y'all got in there. Give me a couple questions, y'all. Give me a couple of questions. Hop in the chat. Take a couple questions today. And here's the Yuchi Indian. Here's the Yuchi Indian. They say got Phoenician bloodline in Georgia in the old books. Fire. Fire. These people got an ancient bloodline. And they're connected to the Creek Indians also, right? Yuchi are connected to the Creek Indians. So this is an ancient bloodline of people. I think I had a receipt of the black. Hold on. I must have skipped that one. Let me show y'all something. If I can find it. Right here. Now here go Corinthian columns, melanated people. The Corinthian, black male Corinthian. Black melanated male Corinthian. These are the people who built the Corinthian columns. All in Paris, France. Corinth. Right? You see it? Melanated male Corinthian. Watch this. Look at the hair. Look at the trident. Right? Melanated people. The ancient Greek, which was ancient Indian people who came over there a long time ago. Roll the coin. Let's go back to the other one. Right here. 575 BC. That's fire. So we know what kind of people they were, right? Look. Black Augustus. Maximium. Y'all know who that is, right? Y'all know what Maximium is? That's your boy. Who is Maximium? What's his name in the movie? What's his name in the movie, y'all? Gladiator. Maximus. That's exactly who they're talking about. That's Maximus. Look at the beard. Look at the hairline. Melanated people. Y'all hunter-gatherers ain't got in the ring and fought nobody. Now, this history is so important because I got to put the people with the timelines and the people who mixed at certain times in history. Then you get to the bottom of what bloodline are all of these different people, because they are mixing with our bloodline from in these lands, right? But you gotta get the other people that's in the area and mix them in with it. Then you get these cultures, right? And they mix both of the cultures, and then it start going pagan, right? It started going pagan over time, right? But it's based in our culture, but it starts to go pagan. That's why Egypt is like that. Egypt started to go pagan. The Pharaoh wanted all the taxes. He taxing the dead. He taxing all the crops. The Pharaoh taxing everything, right? But the Mississippian just stored up an abundance of crops and fed everybody. That's the original Hebrew. Because it wasn't about taxation. It was about taking care of your people, right? That's why I tell people America is not Egypt. Because over here, we wasn't taxing. They taxed in Egypt. 20% of your crop went to the Pharaoh in Egypt. The Mississippian donated crops for a surplus to feed the less fortunate style people. And you come there and get you something to eat when you are less fortunate, right? The Pharaoh didn't care nothing about you. You're going to starve to death, right? He the big dog. He the god at that point. But that's after evolving for thousands of years. It turned into taxation, right? But the mound builder just had storehouses for everybody. So I like to teach it like that because it shows the first people just had storehouses for everybody. Roll the coin. See if I had another receipt on the Greek stuff. Now I'm finna start looking in these buildings in Florida. That's what I'm working on now. Like stuff like this, right? The Royal Poinciana Hotel, West Point Beach, Florida. They try to call these Moorish buildings. These buildings are not Moorish. These buildings are already built here, right? And I'm looking into Athens, Georgia. The buildings on the colleges of University of Georgia. That building right there in particular. You see the triangle and the columns. You got to study them buildings. They made out of limestone and granite. You must study them buildings. Them buildings are ours. They are ours. And these colleges are built right on top of ancient land. University of Georgia is built on creek, ancestral creek land, people. Can you explain the MERS? Okay, M-U-U-R-S comes from mu of the Greeks, right? Where did the Greeks get mu from? That's how you break the code. The Greeks got mu. That's why they talk about the land of Mu, Lemuria. The Greeks got mu from mem, right? Mem. M-E-M. Mu come from M-E-M. M-E-M is Hebrew for water, right? Mu come from mem. All they're doing is talking about some type of Hebrew language, and they called the people that, right? Mu come from mem. They ran across mem in North Africa. The Greeks ran across mem in North Africa, where the Berbers and the Phoenicians mixed in it. And they used the mem word for mu, right? It was all some type of Paleo-Hebrew the whole time. And then they talked about when you go out the Mediterranean, you're going towards Atlantis through the Straits of Gibraltar. So Atlantis was coming from the Atlantic Ocean. Only thing over there is going that way, people, is the Caribbean and North and South America. The only thing going that way out of the Straits of Gibraltar, the Pillars of Hercules mythology, is us. Ain't nobody else there. They try to act like it's a whole fucking sunken city right there, but it ain't. There's Greek mythology. Them people coming from Timeri. Roll the coin. Ain't no goddamn Atlantis out there under the water. That's bullshit. We got to get that bullshit out of our head, right? We got to get that bullshit out of our head. Let me show you something. Here go the Straits of Gibraltar right here. We had put pillars right there. That's why they call it the Straits of Gibraltar, the Pillars of Hercules. We got a pillar on this side and a pillar on this side when you come through the water, right? When you come through the water, once you enter the Mediterranean, right? Right here. See the Pillars of Hercules right there? That's Greek mythology. We put two big-ass columns on both sides. Ain't nothing right here, people. They said the Atlanteans came in through the Pillars of Hercules. Where the fuck they coming from? Right here, right there, right there. Ain't no other way. Ain't no other way. This is bullshit for you to think it's some sunk right here that ain't you. No, it's you. Ain't nothing right there, bro. They act like some sunk right there. Ain't nothing, y'all ain't found shit right there in 1,000 years. Everything coming from right here. Right up through there, the Atlantean on the boat, right in the Mediterranean, and built the whole motherfucking thing. Because every city I go to, Corinthian columns. Now they want to call it the Pillars of Hercules, which is bullshit, right? Columns, Romans, Greeks. We built that shit, not theirs. This is where you enter the Mediterranean Sea, the Atlantean, right there, coming through the pillars, right? Morocco, before there ever was a Berber, we had already built massive Corinthian columns in BC times in Morocco. Over there, Barcelona, same 46 column temple, just like Nashville, Tennessee. Old columns in Barcelona. Road of Corn. Old columns, Temple of Castor. Old columns here. All in the Mediterranean, same type of buildings. These ain't no Roman orders. Corinthian corn. Stop playing. Look, all in the Vatican. We built all that. That's our ancient bloodline. This is under the Vatican. This is under the Vatican, St. Peter's. Where they talk about the bullshit down there. Ain't nothing down there but columns. It's under the church, underground. Look at the Vatican. Look at that with the columns. That's our shit. Look right here. Malta. Road of Corn. All through the Mediterranean Sea. Hebrews built out of stone, people. Then they start calling them Atlanteans. Here go the Cretans palace, right here. Here go the one in Athens, Greece, the one shaped like the one in Nashville, right here. Same layout. They talking about they made a fake one in Nashville. Shut the fuck up. Roll the corn. Nicosia in the Mediterranean Sea. Island. There it is. We blow that up. Nicosia. Just like Mississippi. Big ass, toe down. Look, it's all over there. Now you must understand who built this stuff. Baalbek. Baal is Hebrew. Master or Lord, building. Master or Lord of building, Baal. Baalbek ruins. Hebrews built this. Roll the corn. These ain't no goddamn Romans. No Greeks. They got their culture from us, and all the old building was already built there because we came there and built them. It's all our stuff. We don't only run America, people. Don't just think we just only ran America. We ran the whole world. We ran the whole world. We were the first people to go there and build this stuff. And they learned their religions from us and how we live, and they started. Ashkenazi Jews are living off the laws of an ancient Hebrew. That's all. Cultural assimilation. Roll the corn. Columns everywhere, right? In Jerusalem, columns built on top of a mound, right? Then you got the Pompeii pillars with the Sphinx in Alexandria. Roll the corn. So they try to separate ancient culture from their Sphinx like it's just Egyptian, but their Sphinx is found in a whole lot, in way more spots than you think, right? Way more spots than you think. Jordan. And here's Nashville, Tennessee. The reason ours is not tore down is because it wasn't no wars over here until the 1500s, right? That's why ours still look good like that. Now over there in Greece and all through the Mediterranean, Libya and all that, they've been fighting. So that's why they're raggedy. It's just as old, but they've been fighting, bombing and burning it up and tearing it down over there because hunter-gatherers are over there. We don't get invaded until the late 1400s. with a mass amount of hunter-gatherers. So our temples, ancient melanated people's stuff, is still standing tall in Nashville, Tennessee. Never was a major war fought right there to tear it up. So it's still there looking beautiful. Then they put Greek stuff in the inside of it. And Greek mythology on the outside of it to make you think the Greeks built it. But they did not. I showed a picture, an old picture from the Mississippi River. Well, one of these on the Mississippi River. They got plantation houses in Mississippi with pictures, old paintings on the wall, with these on the river. The Mississippi, right? I hope I can find that receipt. It might be too old, y'all. I got a video on my page and I showed it, right? These was on the Mississippi River, people. And they tore them down. They don't want you to see the same architecture on the Mississippi River that's in Greece, that's in Rome and Athens. They don't want you to see that. But some of them columns are still in that area of the Windsor ruins, right? Now let's go look right here. Look at the White House. Look at the White House with the columns. This is the first White House with the triangle. This our shit. They built around it. They made it bigger, right? This is the original house. We built them stone capitals. Now you starting to understand. We built them stone capitals. Our ancient bloodline of people built these stone monuments. And they took them and turned them into White Houses and senator buildings and old ass, buildings that they sell shit out of, right? Wish I could find a picture on the Mississippi River, but I'll have to go back and show y'all that. Roll the corn. Rashida, you got a question? Yo.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, how are you?
All right.
So I wanted to know, I know you talk about the people coming from Arabia for the return of the macaw, and I can't find anything on that.
I got it's two spots, right?
Mm-hmm.
The four corners. It's called the four corners of the Southwest. That's one spot they made a pilgrimage to.
Edit text. 6 digits remain. Chromebox spoken feedback is ready.
That's one spot. And another spot I just found is in North Indiana. Damn, computer tripping. North Indiana. It's another spot they say a pilgrimage was made. It's called some type of mountains. Man. But it's a couple of spots. But this the overall thing about it. Depending on what area you lived in North America, you went to probably the closest spot. So there's a whole bunch of different spots we made pilgrimages back to during the spring and the summer, right?
Right.
The biggest one I see, the biggest couple I see is Cahokia. The Four Corners. It's called the Four Corners in the Southwest. It's right where Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico meet up in the four. It's a big black, it's Kemet right there. It's black soil right there with corn in the desert. And ancient culture used to meet right there.
What about the Muslims?
The Muslims came later and they found out where it really came from, because they started doing pilgrimages in those spots. And they started doing one in Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City was one of them too. So the Muslims figured it out later, and they started coming over here doing pilgrimages on American soil instead of doing pilgrimages at the one in the Middle East.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. How could I find information on the Muslims coming over here?
I had some receipts about that. I found them and DM them to you. I got some receipts about the Muslims doing a big pilgrimage in Salt Lake City every year. They still do it.
Okay.
I got you.
I forgot the name of the what the Jewish called the bar mitzvah that our ancestors did.
Me
Would
too.
okay, because I was looking, because it's not titled in your videos. Because I was looking for Return of the Macaw and the bar mitzvah.
I got one receipt about that. I gotta go search and find it, but it had a name to it though.
Yeah, I remember you showing it, but I forgot which video.
I think it began with a B. I'll check it out though. I'll find it. I got it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Y'all follow Rashida. Follow Rashida. Follow Rashida. Yeah, it's a whole lot of cultures that was done over here that was copied by religion later on, right? G7. Got a quick question? Let's see. KWE. Hop back in there, G7. My bad. I thought you weren't coming up. Yo. Yo. KWE. Hop back in there, G7. There you go.
Hello.
How you doing, bro?
Good as always. How you doing?
All right, doing pretty good.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I've been locked in with your content for about a month or two now. Honestly, I ain't even really had no question or nothing. I just said roll in the corner. I wanted to roll the flowers to you because I appreciate everything you're doing, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, if anything, moving on in the near future, I know you'd be busy or something. I mean, if you'd be down to co-host collab in the near future or something, I'd be more than happy to just kind of Q&A with you, kind of get to know you a little bit more, besides you telling us everything you're already doing and doing the best you can at that. I just want to learn more about you from my perspective, or from my platform a little bit, but whenever you got time,
Got you, bro. Let me follow you right now so you can shoot me a DM. Yeah, shoot me a DM. I got you, bro. I got you.
Gratitude.
No doubt. Y'all follow G7. Follow G7. Day 2. You trying to get it? Is that Gotti? You trying to get in there, Gotti? Shout out to Gotti, man. Y'all follow Gotti. Yo.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Doing pretty
I
good.
just me just really getting into this stuff with you. I watch you every day. I'm at work right now, matter of fact. What book would you suggest that I start with to get on the path of getting my knowledge up on all of this stuff?
Get this book called Maze in Egypt. Egyptian Maze.
Maze.
This book called Egyptian Maze,
Okay.
right?
Egyptian Maze.
And it talks about all the other cultures that come from the maize culture or the corn culture. And once you read that, you can kind of see that the way of the world is structured in ancient times. And then you can kind of understand more about our people from here and what we've done for the rest of the world. So Egyptian Maze, that's a big book to read.
Yes, sir. And I will get on that today. And I really appreciate what you're doing, the knowledge. I listen to you every day, every time my video pop up, I'm on it.
Thank you so much.
Much love, brother.
Much love. Y'all follow Day 2. Follow Day 2. Thank you, Day 2. I suggest Egyptian Maze because, like I say, we got to understand what our culture became around the world. Once you can kind of decipher what it became around the world, then you can come back home and you can see it, right? Once you see how the mounds were built with the corn people and how the language came with agriculture, the Hebrew language came with agriculture from a people. Then you start to see Cushites doing the same thing Sumerians are doing, Phoenicians doing the same thing Cretans are doing. Then you start to see your culture on different lands. And then when you bring it all back home to the original culture, it just blows up in your face. Now you see it, right? Now you see the mounds in the cornfields, the mounds on the river. You see the first people who got the first black soil or silt or alluvial soil on the river. the Fertile Crescent is not first, it's the Mississippi River. You start to understand your culture because they try to separate their culture from ours, but it's the same culture. And once you read about it all over the world, the Indus Valley, the India, right, the ancient Buddha people and all of this, it's the same teaching. It's gonna teach you that. It's gonna show you the artifacts. It's gonna show you Nineveh is Nevalah, which is Hebrew. The city of Nineveh in Mesopotamia, which is really Nevalah, which is a Hebrew term. And they changing the names of these places and changing the people, so you can't catch on. For the people with the plow, the people with the plow are the Hebrew. The plow was created over here for mass agriculture. Six Shop, what up? Yo.
Yeah, hey, what's up? So I had a quick question about the Naga people because I keep hearing about it. Could you like talk about that briefly if you had a minute?
Yeah. What specifically you want to know?
I don't know anything about them, so anything would be helpful.
Okay. The ancient culture of the Naga came to the Euphrates, Tigris River area. Then you get the Indus Valley civilization, right? The Indus Valley civilization is the ancestors of the Naga, right? The Indus Valley civilization traveled to the India area, but this is way after the ancient mound builders. Like it's the same bloodline, but the Indus Valley became the Naga. The Naga had the 7 rivers of creation, right? The 7 snake heads, which I think represents the Mississippi River, because Mississippi River is the only large river with 7 snake heads, right? The 7 rivers of the water of creation is the 7 heads of the snake. That's where the Naga get there from. Now, when you go to the Naga temples, you see corn on the temple. You go to the ancient Indian temples, corn is on the temple. Sunflowers are on the temple, right? This is a bloodline that has evolved from, I think, the Mississippi River, because they are coming. They got the same teachings as the ancient mound builder. It's just more evolved. Let me give you a example of an artifact that comes off the walls from over there. So study the Indus Valley civilization. They evolved, became the Naga, but it goes back farther than the Indus Valley civilization. It goes back to people traveling over there and building a culture. Right? See the corn in his hand? The corn. Ancient X of the Hebrew. Right? But the Naga is later down the line in the knowledge, though. I think the Naga is after. They try to say it's super old, but it's not 4,000 BC old or nothing like that. It's an evolved people coming from the Indus Valley area. But all of it came from still the Mississippi River, though, because it's the same teachers. Good question, though, Six Shop. Y'all follow Six Shop. Follow Six Shop. Let me show y'all something. The 7 rivers of creation. Mississippi River got 7 streams, right? And they're talking about the creation of man. That's what I think it is when I do the research, right? It's stuff deep now. It's deep. They go to sunflower. They go to sunflower on the Naga temples. In temples in India. Sunflowers are specifically North American. You got to pay attention to that when you want to know the origin of the people. I want to show y'all the Mississippi River with the 7 heads. That's what I was looking for. I might can't find it today. But good question, brother. Good question. Great question. Gaddy, what up, bro? That's you? It look like a whole different page. Shout out to Gaddy, man. Y'all hop in there. Y'all got a question. But people think we are just trying to teach that a certain people or every civilization or everything, but it's just true. I'm not on here to try to claim nobody's culture. I'm not on here to try to lie about somebody's culture. But when I see a certain thing that goes along with a certain beginning and teaching, I know where it come from at this point, right? Like you can't have corn and sunflowers on no building in India with ancient pillars and sophisticated buildings and don't think they don't come into play of the teaching. It does, right? Because why is corn so important in ancient India? You gotta ask yourself that. Why is sunflower so important in ancient India? Because it was important to the original people who created the knowledge. That's why they still putting it on the buildings, right? Joyce, you got a question? Comment? Yo, yo.
Now you over gas in. You might need to go a long way. Now you got to come up with another.
And also,
Enter your PIN. Edit. Chromebox spoken feedback is ready. Connecting to ATTBCEK4AD. Signing in.
all right. And also, ancient Buddha statues were found in the mounds, written on shells. Buddha made out of stone in mounds on the Mississippi River. I showed y'all that receipt in Florida, Ohio, Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia. Ancient Buddha statues was found in mounds, right? And they got some of them wrote on top of shells. So it's a connection there. And like I say, wherever the crops come from, that's where the knowledge came from. It's just that simple. Deborah, what's up? How you doing, Deborah? Anybody got any questions, hop in the chat. And that spot got hanging pillars, right? And they're amazing. I showed y'all those a couple weeks ago. Ronald, what's up? You got a question or a comment?
Yeah, man. This is a little off the subject, but my grandmother is from South Carolina, and she used to make hot water cornbread, buckwheat cakes. She used to chew tobacco and snuff.
Exactly. Mine did too. Mine did too.
So I just thought I'd bring that up. I love your show, man. I love what you're
So
doing,
much, bro.
and man, you just keep me in the loop. So I
Yes, sir.
appreciate it. I'm 80 years old, and just you just bring back so many memories with your teachings. So I just appreciate you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you too, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you. Y'all follow Mr. Ronald. Follow Mr. Ronald Smith. Yeah, man. My grandma, that's why I did that video, y'all. I said we around here chewing snuff, chewing tobacco, spit cups, and man, that's type American culture, bro. That culture don't come from Africa. That culture don't come from nowhere. Tobacco is originally from here. The people who chewed it and smoked it for ceremonies is from here. Like, why are our grandparents doing ancient mound builder things? Because that's their ancestors. It's still in them. Still in them. It's still in them. I know y'all remember going to the store getting that tobacco. Y'all remember. Y'all remember. Nina Brown talk. Got a quick question? I'm going to take about 3-4 more questions. Let me see. Nick Williams, got a question or a comment?
What's going on?
What's up, brother?
Just chilling. I just enjoy you, brother. Keep doing what you're doing.
No doubt. Thank you so much, bro.
Oh, all thanks to you, my man. Hey, you are you a light in the dark to a lot of us. Know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it because I just know a lot of people ain't gonna kind of tell our history over here like the way it's supposed to be told. So I just take pride in it, bro.
Hey, I see it, man. I see it. Hey, yo, keep being a light in the dark, my man.
Thank you so much.
Keep being a light in the dark.
Thank you so much. Y'all follow Nick Williams. Follow Mr. Nick. Follow Mr. Nick. Let me see what we got. KLS, you got a question, comment?
Okay, let me see. Hey, how you doing, Truth? What's up? What's up, man?
Brad, how you doing, bro?
Nothing. I've been watching your stuff for shoot, maybe I'd say a good. It's been more than 3 months, probably 6 months now. But yeah, man. I'm surprised. You know, like I see things all over the internet, and I know they. I remember when I was younger. I'm 24.
Okay.
I knew they weren't teaching something. Something was wrong in school. But yeah, like what you say about like the freaking the grandmother's tobacco snuff. Mine's is still alive. My grandmother's alive today. She had a container with tobacco. She called it. I was always it was like a powder, I think. And I was like, what the heck is that? And she was like, oh, it's snuff. I was like, what is that? Like it's I heard stuff, but it was snuff. But
No,
yeah,
no.
that and tobacco and all this other stuff. But I asked her about like history, and she didn't know because of probably how she was taught. But
Yeah.
I was like, that's not the right thing because she made it seem like we were from Africa.
Yeah.
So I think she was taught wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, they taught that to our people so much, right? And then over time, it just became a lie that became true, right? How old is she?
She is 90 now.
90 now.
Mhm.
Yeah, see, it's around the early 1900s. They start sending out people to school around 1910, 1909 to teach the Africa theory and teach English and stuff like this. So
Christianity, yep.
Christianity. So it's very possible. They pushed it on us a lot. Very possible.
Yeah, there's a lot of black people that were Christians, and then I heard about the whole like being forced into slavery and the whole thing about religion and the lot, and I'm like, people live by this by this shit. And I'm like, they live by the word of Christ and all that, and I'm like, they are heavily indoctrinated. But I was thinking about this. I was in one of your lives, and I remember you had the ancient symbols of Hebrew, and you were talking about Tet, and Tet means to what the house or establish. And there's a book. It's a little. It's just my theory, right? But it's a book. It's called Black's Law, and Black's Law is it's called the Black Law Dictionary. But the words in there look like English, but that's not the meanings are completely different.
Yep.
So I was thinking, yeah. So I was thinking that the meanings may be the same as ancient Hebrew.
Yeah. A lot of it is.
Yeah. So shoot, that is very, very weird. Like they lied to us and took our culture and just used it and gave us English and Christianity religion.
Ted is really kind of like Tav. All of his Hebrew means good. So they'll take a word, change a letter or two, turn it into English and act like it's English, but the whole time it's an ancient word.
I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna find out.
Yep, Tet is Tav. Yep, which is good. Yep. Good question, man. Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, thanks.
No doubt. Y'all follow KLS. Follow KLS. Follow KLS. King James. What's up? Question, comment? Let me see. Mel. Oh, he came up. What's up, King James? Quick question.
Hey, what's good, OG? How you feeling?
I'm all right. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored, if I can say that.
Yes, sir.
So look. I really wanted to know. I know you had Chief Pontiac on at one point. Are you ever gonna bring Gaddy up with you to have that live and go ahead and chop it up one time?
Oh yeah, I had Gaddy on here all the time. I just ain't had him on here in a while. I just tried to get him up here a second ago. He must have got out of here, but yeah, I got one with Gaddy coming up. I got
Yeah,
one.
okay.
Yeah, that's my people right there, man.
Bet it up. I stay locked in with y'all fellas, man, and I appreciate you for dropping the gems, man. A lot of people don't understand the level of the gems that you're dropping, but I've been in this a long time, from thesauruses to encyclopedias, and when I say you are a godsend, thank you for your work, Scheme.
Thank you so much, Mr. James. Appreciate it.
Yes,
I got
sir.
Gotti coming up, though. I got you.
My guy. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let somebody slide in with it.
All right. Y'all follow King James. Follow King James. Yo, Gotti is like I say, Gotti is amazing because Gotti is unorthodox with the way he researches, right? Gotti is looking at it from a whole nother way, right? And I love the way a couple of people do that. Like Gotti do it, Rashad Poet, Casey Macon do it. You gotta look at it from another standpoint. Because if you look at it the way they taught us, it always kind of hide the information. But Gotti done broke a lot of codes on TikTok. That's for sure. A lot of codes. Yeah, I'm gonna publish some books. Yes. Carries. Yes, I got some books coming. My problem with the books is I want them to be so close to perfect that I can get them, because I know when I put it out, it's gonna be powerful. So I got to get the right layout and the right teaching for them books, the right receipts, the right timeline. Like a lot of books just have the timeline be jumping from 1000 AD to 4000 BC back up to Christ. And see, I don't want to jump around like that. I want to stay in chronological historical order and put it together like that. But the books are coming though. It's still gonna be called Roll the Coin. Probably some volume 1, volume 2, volume 3 type thing, but they're gonna go simultaneously with the timeline in the history. I want to do it all the way back from BC times, going all the way up into American Indian prisoners of war. Right? That's how I really want to do it. Yep. Let me see. Backwoods. You got a question or a comment?
What's going on, host?
What's up, bro?
What's up? I found you a few weeks ago.
Okay.
So I'm into the conspiracy theories. I'm into the cryptids and all that kind of stuff. So from one person to another, how did you get into that? All of this? How did you get all into it? Was there like a day that you just like, I want to know the truth, or was it just like, there's something more here I need to learn?
I'm gonna tell you how I got into this. My great grandmother used to say some weird shit. She used to just say weird stuff and walk out the room, right?
Yeah.
She used to say stuff like, "This the third moon of the year, and I gotta plant my peas on top of the ground in the morning."
Yeah.
And walk out the room. So I'm like, wait. But she'll get up and plant them peas that morning.
Yep.
It's a full moon outside, right?
Yep.
Okay. She used to say
I've heard them stories.
she used to say stuff like corn fed Egypt, corn fed Europe, American corn from these lands over here fed the seed from these lands fed the lands over there.
Oh yeah.
And she used to say stuff like that. She used to call New Orleans a Hebrew word.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard about that.
I didn't even realize what it was until probably years ago. And it was not Creole, but it was Hebrew.
Yeah.
And certain symbols and stuff like that. Then I had some she took me to some family members that lived like outside of society that were still speaking these Hebrew words in Yazoo City, Mississippi. And and when I got older, I researched a lot of stuff she told me, and it just opened up a whole research thing, and I just got deep into it.
So
I felt like it was my history.
yeah, so I'm like, so where my family's from and everything, like I'm part Native American. I'm some percentage Native American, Cherokee and Blackfoot, and also German and also Viking, Scandinavian, running range. So I started questioning things when I was 16 years old. I'm about to be 23 this coming March. I was like, I liked history in high school and middle school. I liked learning history and shit. Favorite thing. And I was like, one day I just started getting this surge of just want to learn the fucking truth.
Yeah.
And 16 years old, looking into the aliens, looking into mounds, like what I've seen in your videos. I've dig through a bunch of shit. And it's like people, I call it, you are awakened. I'm awakened. A lot of people who are not doing this research or just say, oh, this is not true, they're asleep. I say they're asleep. Or they want to stay informed to society's bullshit.
Yeah.
You are an awakened. Whoever's in the comments wanted to learn about this stuff, they're awakened.
Yeah.
This ain't no, oh, well, this ain't true. Nah. The facts are there. People just don't want to pay no attention about it. Yeah. I was in a live. Somebody said, what happens if another civil war happens? I said, y'all better be lucky if you're not from the South and you go in them woods and you fuck with certain things that you don't understand, your life is over. You don't know what's in them woods like we do.
You're right.
I've been in the foothills, the Appalachian Mountains. I know what's in those mountains. You don't know what you fucking with. I feel like also a little bit of Hollywood shows a little bit of the truth right in front of us in movies and shows, but you got to pay very close attention to some of the truth. Yeah. Utah, the whole state of Utah. Why is all their cities Hebrew words? You ever notice that?
Yep. Utah.
Yep.
UTH.
Yeah.
Hebrew word. Good question, though. Let me get some more people up. We got another question. Let me get some more people up, though. No problem.
Thank you.
No doubt, man. Y'all follow Backwoods. Good point. Backwoods, the truth, like certain things she told me, and then I'm looking at the way she interacted with nature. I'm looking at the way she interacted with people. I'm looking at the way she cared about her people, the way she, the words she used, the agriculture. She was a tobacco farmer, right? So I'm looking at all of this stuff, and then once I hit the age of around, like you say, 15 to 16, and I'm reading about the real Hebrew, it's her. It's her, bro. It's her. Everything that she done and said, when I researched it, when I got about 15 to 16, Hebrews and agriculture and the principles of balance of ma'at for a good harvest, it's exactly what she was doing. Now I'm shell shocked because I'm like, how are people living like this in the 1990s, right? And she already older, 80 or 90 something years old, right? Still doing this stuff. She taught me about the mounds because where my ancestors are buried at is mounds, right? She taught me about that. She taught me about the corn. She taught me about the stars and agriculture go together. That's what became all of this knowledge that Egypt got and all of that. She taught me all of that. And I'm looking at the way she lives the same way as what she's teaching me. So that is so powerful, right? If you practice what you preach, you powerful. I'm telling you now. A lot of people preach this stuff, but they don't practice it, right? If you practice what you preach, it's powerful. If you're sitting there watching a 87-year-old woman plow the field, plant tobacco, cure it, chewing snuff, don't curse, don't grow everything she eat, right? She's telling you about the star alignment for the spring, the star alignment for the summer, the Christmas star alignment to store crops, stories that are star stories with some type of a human story about stars. But she gonna explain to you that this story means is a star story. We just put human names on there to keep it from people who wouldn't understand it, right? That's the same thing Egypt were doing, right? A lot of people don't understand when people talk about these star stories, these mythology stories, they're just telling you a star story, but the people who supposed to understand it, and the people who don't supposed to understand it, don't. That's what it's for. So the love, the virtue, them people really cared about you, right? They really cared. So you can't fake caring about nobody, bro. See, a lot of this shit people can fake. You can fake a whole lot of stuff, but you can't fake caring. Them people really cared. Them people really cared if you ate that day. Them people really cared if you felt good that day. They cared how your day went. They cared if you if you sick or can we help you, or they really cared. That is virtue. People don't carry that often no more, right? And the power of that care and that virtue of my great grandmother still makes me care today. No matter how much the world wants us not to care about people, and it's all about money and all they go over it and fuck everybody, and they want us to feel like that. But that love from my great grandmama makes me, I can't do it, right? Because it's not in me to do it. That's not how I was raised to do that. Like to be selfish and to always think about self and not always think about the overall group or the overall family is not the way I was raised. So, but these days, that's all the type of people I run across, right? 90% of people I run across, they selfish, and that's not what our ancestors instilled in us. So that's why I have a lot of problems dealing with people, right? Because I know what I'm gonna do, but I don't know what they gonna do. So, but when you see somebody that amazing and that in tune with knowledge and that in tune with symbolism and stars, and they're using this like the ancient people did in the field, it's amazing. I have never saw nothing more amazing than that in my life. Never. Never. Right? A melanated woman in the South talking about the Pleiades star system. Right? And it aligns with Taurus. Right? like, this is amazing. And stay up at night to watch it. Stay up at night to watch it and get up and sow a seed in the morning. Like, it's crazy, bro. So when you see somebody do that and you don't understand it at a young age, and you get older and realize what them people were doing, is amazing. That's what made me study harder and harder and harder, because I didn't supposed to get that teaching. Like, a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people don't see that. They don't know nothing about it. Why I get it, right? That's how I be looking at it. Why she give it to me? Why she show it to me? Like, why am I a part of that bloodline of people? I look at stuff from all different ways. So why is my birthday on the summer solstice? So Now I got to accept what I got to, I got to accept it. Sometimes the game choose you. I got to accept it at this point, right? My birthday on June the 23rd. So the summer soldier's right there. So I got to run with what I know. And I just felt like I got to kind of teach some of this stuff. I got to try to teach some of this stuff because I see so many. What made me start teaching it on the internet is I saw so many lies. I didn't ever want to do this, but I just saw so many lies. When I'm looking for my truth and the truth through other people who do information, right? And I see so many lies and misdirection. Now I got to say something, right? So I just started dropping my videos and from my standpoint, and here we go. But the lies what made me just go, social media with it. Cause I see all these alien lies, all these people talking about we this and we that and we come from here and we from there and no, we're not from all of that. That's a mix up in the information, and I had to straighten it out myself, right? So it's what it is, y'all. But I love y'all and I'm in love with you, man, because I know who y'all are. I know who the people are from Time Mary. I know who they are. Before we was called any other derogatory name of other people on this planet, we were the greatest bloodline and still are the greatest bloodline of people on this planet. Not Africans. People from the American Tamari continent. We created the star alignment for agriculture. That is a fact. We got the oldest massive agriculture on the planet. They try to make it Samaria, but it's not. We got corn that's 10,000 years old. Samaria is not 10,000 years old. You have to cultivate the field to grow corn because it's a hybrid plant. Therefore, the most sophisticated people come from here. All of those stars became deities in different places as we taught it. That is the Hebrew. That is the people who built out of stone. That is the people who live a certain way with morals and virtue. With their teaching. Those are the people who traveled around the world with the first boats. They are the first seafarers made out of reed, right? So you got to understand that language and that teaching is coming from us. And the mounds is the oldest thing on the face of the earth that connects with it. Roll the corn. So what we must know is our people are so great, we traveled and built other places across the ocean and came back home. A lot of our cultures went over there and came back. A lot of our people just stayed on the land the whole time. Right? That's why we got all these limestone structures all over North America. All these capital cities with these stone. We got more of those structures than any place in the world. So you got to pay attention to that. But I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna drop. If y'all didn't get the first part of this, it's gonna be on YouTube. I'm gonna drop it on YouTube today. Let me get something in there. Let me see. I can't even comment. Let me see. Put the coin in the chat. Appreciate the cash app y'all sent me today. I'm gonna drop it in there. Appreciate y'all, man. That's the cash app right there. DM me for my email. I think you got my email, Viral. Let me accept your request. Viral Skies, I got you coming up. That's my Cash App. We Know the Truth Now with the red logo. My YouTube is We Know the Truth Now with the red logo. Vara, what's up?
Truth.
I just accepted your the thing.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. How you doing?
I had to follow this rabbit hole. This girl had a receipt. It's
Okay.
from a newspaper in West Virginia called The Spirit of Jefferson,
Mhm.
March 16th, 1869.
Okay.
And I'm sure you've gone over this before. It's that big mound in St. Louis.
Thank
Well,
you.
they were
Hokia.
Rock Island.
Oh, you're talking about Rock Island. I think that's Illinois. I know you're talking about though.
Okay, this is a good receipt. I mean, and that's why I followed it and looked it up before I called you or came to you live.
Okay.
Now, this describes what the excavators were doing. They were trying to build a pier and they used explosives, okay?
Uh-huh.
And when they used these explosives, it opened up the tunnel that was underneath the river.
Uh-huh.
And one of the people that was there described what was inside. And if you want, I can read a portion of it just to give you an idea of what they
You talking
saw.
about
And exactly what you showed today
the
is
Hokia
what's
Mounds or it's called the Spirit of Jefferson Mound.
no, it's called the newspaper is called The Spirit of Jefferson.
Okay.
Charlestown, Virginia, West Virginia University. You could find it on
Okay.
Library of
So the mound
Congress,
is in Virginia.
loc.gov. Well, they say St. Louis,
Okay.
but it's
This the one running under
loc.gov.
this
Huh?
the one running under the Mississippi River, right?
Exactly. And the guy describes what's in there.
Yeah, I got a video about that.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Talking about the faces, the Egyptian faces on the wall, and yeah, they dropped the dynamite down in the
He
river. Yeah.
he talks about okay, this is what the what I got out of it. It's just colossal figures on the wall, and he says there's a bunch of captives following a car of the victorious conqueror. And there's portraits of Luke Deuteronomy. Now, that's the way it's described Luke Deuteronomy. There's a portrait they're carrying behind the car, and a priest is going into captivity. That's what's on the wall. But the date for that particular uh, publication is March 16, 1869.
Mm-hmm.
March 16, 1869. Spirit of Jefferson is the name of the publication. It's out of West Virginia University, WV University, March 16, 1869.
Okay.
And the first person I thought about was you.
I did a story. I did a live about that.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure
Um,
you did.
I did a live about that. I got the newspaper clipping. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
it's
find it. The one I got, it's about the same thing, but it's talking about they was building, they're trying to lay the bases of the bridge
mm-hmm,
right there in on the Mississippi River in between St. Louis and Illinois.
mm-hmm.
And the bridge, the bottom they were trying to implant down under the bridge had hit a spot, and it wasn't grounded, right?
Yes,
So
exactly.
it knocked
Monk's
the
Mound.
hole. It knocked the hole. But see, this Monk's Mound is like on the side of the river, but this is running from under the mounds under the river.
Yeah, Monk's Mound was on the other side of the river. Yes,
Yeah,
they
on
said
one
that.
side Monk's Mound, and on the other side is Indiana Mound. I mean Illinois Mound.
Mm-hmm.
Now Missouri, I'm tripping. But it knocked the hole, so the water started going down in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
And the people building the bridge had saw it. And they see a hole down at the bottom of the river.
Mm-hmm.
So they dynamite it. And they go in. And it has melanated people's faces that look like Egyptians and Assyrians, they said.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it ran all the way from one side of the river to the other side.
Yes, they said it was. They realized it connected many mounds.
Yeah.
Um,
Ran
so
out
it's
into the river and everything. Yep. I can't
just
find my receipt.
fascinating. Thank you so much.
Thank you
And
so much.
email.
Yeah, I just approved. I'm gonna send you a DM when I get up. get off of this live. I got you.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. We know the truth now.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I did. I got the receipts to that. I did a whole video about it. Matter of fact, that's the video that got me banned from Instagram. Instagram will not let me back in my page, y'all. It's still up, but I can't get back in there. I put that video up about the tunnel running on the Mississippi River with the Egyptian faces, and they banned me. Like, I can't even get in there. It's about that same thing you were talking about, Virus Guy. So that information is very, very powerful because it's right there. And what's crazy about that is there are stone monuments coming from under, like, out of the Mississippi River right there at that spot that people don't pay no attention to, right at that spot. Let me show y'all if I can find it right quick. It's right there, right there. Is it coming? They're coming from kind of underground, right? But they still in the middle of the Mississippi River. Still to this day. What the hell? I see new stuff every day, y'all. I be tripping. Y'all excuse me. What is this? Stone carving near other side of the Mississippi River from downtown St. Paul, Minnesota. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at. It's crazy stuff, man. I just see new stuff. I have to look at too. That's wild. I want to show y'all the monuments up there, if I can find it before I get out of here. It's some stone monuments right there by right there by St. Louis. And they're coming out the inside of the river. Crazy. They got a big Jesus statue they just put on the Mississippi River also. That's coming too. Yeah, y'all be on the lookout for that, because that's gonna be crazy. They're putting it right on top of an ancient spot. I'm gonna do a story on that one too. Here we go right here. Here they go right here. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Now I believe these things right here. Now this is where you get a little deeper, right? Let's look at the YouTube video. This is when we get a little deeper. Now this stuff right here is connecting to.
Hi everyone, my name is Ken. Welcome to
this stuff is connected.
House.
See, they go that
Today
bridge
we're
right
at
there.
Chain of Rocks Bridge, just north of St. Louis, Missouri.
This that bridge right there. Now look what's out here.
And Old Route 66.
See, I go a little deeper. You see that right there? Look at that.
Hi everyone, my name is Ken. Welcome to
them buildings go underground into that tunnel. Cause this is the area they talking about right here, where they bust open. That bridge was getting made when they bust open and went down in the tunnel. Now these things right here by this, let me pause it. Right here. These go down there. I don't care what nobody say. Look at that. You can go in these and go right up on down there, up under, and it go down. Say it's some type of water pump down there, which they capping about. But it's some down there. You can go up under this and go down to that tunnel. See, people don't even know that's there. It's two of them, I think. Right? I studied this.
Hi everyone, my name is Ken. Welcome to this house. Today we are at the Chain of Rocks Bridge just north
Look.
to pump water and send it into the city. At this time, the residents of St. Louis were used to drinking water and bathing in the murky water that came from the river. So drawing more water from the river seemed to be the
Look at the bottom of it.
In 1894, William S. Eames designed water intake tower number 1 on an oval platform in the Romanesque
You hear him
style.
say number 1?
The tower is still in use to this day by the St.
It's
Louis
2 of
Water
them.
Works and pumps water through a 7-foot wide pump to the Chain of Rocks plant. As the popular
Let me see.
bridge spanned
They go,
5,300
yeah, they
feet
go one
across
of
the
them. They
river
go
and
both of them
served
right there. Hold
the
on.
old Chain
See,
of
they go
Rocks
one right
bridge
there,
spanned 5,300
and they
feet
go one
across
on
the
the other
river
side.
and
Let me
served as
show
part
you.
of the and 5,300 feet across the river spanned 50. The old
They
Chain
go
of Rocks
one, and they
bridge
go the other
spanned
one right there.
5,300 feet across the river and served as part of the historic
One of
Route
them right by the
66,
river,
which
right? Look,
facilitated
right by the bridge, I
66.
mean. Watch
The
this.
historic served as part of 300 feet across the
Right
bridge
there.
spanned 5,300 feet across the river
See
and
that?
served as part of the historic Route 66.
Now,
which
see, I already
facilitated
knew
ongoing
about those, but when I got that article about it going underground, it makes sense. Those were hooked to some type of thing where you can go in that chamber and go underground. And they know it's there.
travel
Because it's
between
still there
Illinois
in the
and
middle of the
Missouri.
Mississippi River
The
right
bridge
there.
famously contains a 22-degree bend.
So I do another another add on with that right there, man. I love y'all. I'm in love with you. Y'all have a good day. I appreciate the cash out. Appreciate y'all checking out the YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube. And if you missed one of my lives, I'm gonna put it on my YouTube every day. So you can go back and watch it if you missed the first part of it, man. Y'all have a great day. I love you and I'm in love with you. Galil hit the gun, roll the coin. We know the truth now. Y'all take it easy out there. Be safe.